Hello guys, so as you see me, I'm without my wig. I do have hair on the hair, just to like affirm you guys. I'm not bald. So I will be showing guys how I take on my wig, and I have a brand new wig, so I will be cutting the lace, and I will be showing you guys how I cut my lace and how I make my wigs look super natural. I'm looking kind of lacking without no, but just gonna start. So I'm gonna use my go-to bee glue. Like before, I used to use the bond glue, like wig glue, but I stopped using it because it damaged my hair and I had to do the big chop off all of my hair. So I decided to like stop using hair glue and just use hairspray, so I can take it off, take it on whenever I want to. So first I'm just gonna spray over here. Normally, I forgot. Normally, like, always try to not have so much of your baby hair out, because you want to like protect your edges. Your girl is trying to look on fleek but natural when I take it off. Just gonna spray. So sometimes you can go over like two, 3 times. It depends. So yeah, you can go over the spray 2, 3 times. It depends. If you're going out, I will probably like spray 3 times just to like have enough hold. And don't be afraid. The spray is gonna drip a bit. I'm just gonna let it dry at this point because I have to like customize it after my own head first. I forgot to do that, but hey. Okay. Sometimes I just let it air dry because it dries fast. So as you guys can see, I bleach the knots like on their hair to make it look very natural. So when I do this, it look like scalp. It look like scalp, yes. Yes indeed. So on this wig, I'm able to like adjust, not too tight, but tight enough. There you go. If you guys can see, it was here, now it's more closer, so it's more tighter because I do have a small head. As you guys can see, I don't have this big man head. So I'm just gonna put on my wig. Well, then you pull it in front. Then you just first you adjust it, and normally when you have a brand new wig, you have a lot of lace. So the biggest mistake most people do is cut off too much of the lace. I would rather have more of the lace, and then after like few times using it, I can like cut it small. But do not take the whole thing at once, please. So guys can see I haven't plucked anything. The wig came like that. I'm super excited. This is my first time showing you guys how to do my wig. There you go. So I'm just gonna pin it back there. So yeah, so as you guys can see, normally when you have your wig, when you just get your wig and the lace is there, what you want to do is try to find your ears. So my ears are up here. So what I do, I try to pull it behind, so I do not cut off the behind part because it's sewed together. Yeah, and this wig I did not sew it. I bought it from my auntie. So you're left with this part. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut around my ear, and that's why I don't like sharing my wigs, because my head shape is not like your head shape. If somebody asks me for my wig, I ain't not giving nobody my wig. Know why? Because my head shape is not yours, and I have a small head. So if I borrow my wig away to somebody that have a bigger head than mine, well, my wig is not gonna fit me anymore. It is basically like shoes. Okay? So you can do this. You can take the wig off and cut it. For me, I'm a professional. So I'm gonna pin. Not gonna take so much hair. And then you don't want to like cut it like this. Please do not cut it like this. Cut it like the diagonal upwards. Diagonal, I don't know. And try not to cut your ear, okay? You guys see how much came off? And then you adjust. If it's still giving you like hard time, do you see this part? It's not exactly after my ear, so I'm gonna cut it one more time. Another one. Now this is so much better, but do you see my ear is not free, it's kind of flipping? So I'm gonna go in. To just like free my ears, because you know, like when you're taking your hair behind, you don't want too much hair because then your ears are not gonna feel so comfortable. Well, yeah, do you guys see? And it's okay if the hair was kind of short here. It's okay, it's okay, okay? So now you do the same thing on this side. Some people like to cut and make marks. You can do that if you want to, but for me, I'm a hairdresser, but also I've been using wigs for a couple years now. So I'm kind of very used to cutting the lace. So I'm right-handed. I almost cut off my skin. Professional wear. And take it out. So now that you have your hair, gonna start by cutting it in the middle, and as I say, do not cut so much. You guys see? So normally what people do, they like just cut the lace without forming it. I like to form it after my hairline, you know. So we all know how our hairline looks. Yeah. Do you see how much I cut off? You can start with more, but you should not cut off more than this the first round. That's how you are able to reuse your wigs. You guys see now? The lace is off. Super excited. So I'll be going in. Take the wig off again. Oh, Jesus. Praise the living Jesus. So sometimes if your lace is kind of like wide, no, not swish lace, I don't know, but Andrea's gonna take some powder and make my lace look closer to my skin because I feel like it's too light. It's too light though. So I'm gonna use this and a brush. You can use foundation, but I don't like using foundation because then you have to wait for it to dry. No, but I have time for that. Trying to show you guys, but this is really a struggle because I have the clips in. Do you see? So much better. So yeah, do you guys see how transparent the lace was? It was so much better. So now we're going to go in with the spray one more time. But you're gonna spray again after, so now I'm gonna pull the lace in front. Remember, the reason why I did not cut so much off the lace was because you can cover the lace with baby hairs. You don't need like super long baby hairs. So I'm gonna pull it down and then take my comb and then I'm just gonna press it down until it lays flat. And the technique I used, I go in, I pull some hair in front because then I know where my baby hairs are gonna start. But you guys, this wig looks super natural. I'm gonna just lift it up a tiny bit because me, I like to pull, and while you're pulling you can continue to put some spray if you feel like it's not the spray dried up fast. You can like respray the lace and then just press down. You can use, I use this side sometimes because it's flat. So when the story about me using wigs, so it's actually kind of like a sad story. But then when I was younger, I was using a lot of heat on my natural hair, and my hair was so damaged. So my aunt, if you're watching this, thank you. But yeah, my aunt, she told me I had to do a big chop because my hair was so damaged. And yeah, and I got so upset. I remember being so super upset, and I was like, I'm not cutting off my hair. I have natural, like my mom's side of family, we have long hair. So I'm like, I'm not cutting off my natural hair. So my auntie I saw on Facebook one time, my auntie, she was selling like a wig, lace frontal synthetic wig, and I'm like, how much do they cost? Let me try. And I bought it from her. I began and I started to learn. I cut off too much lace first. So I used the leave-in technique. I had some of my hair, not everything, but the in front part. Out. And I was like, yeah, this is good. I went on YouTube. I searched how to do wigs, how to lay down your wig. Begin to learn. YouTube. Literally, YouTube is where I learned most things, like makeup, hair, everything. So yeah, where was I in the story? So began using the wigs, and I learned how to like take care of my natural hair under my wigs. So since then, the rest is history. Been using wigs for a couple years now. And then when I reach like videregående, I don't know how, high school I think. Yeah, I searched on how to make a wig, like how to sew a wig from scratch. And I was like, I had the dedication to learn. So I watched like 50 type of videos on how to sew a wig and how to style it and da-da-da, right? And I bought a wig, AliExpress. I bought my first wig that I was going to sew myself on AliExpress. And then I came, and while I was sewing, like learning the techniques and all these things, I was watching YouTube on my TV, and yeah, it was so much fun. And I remember my first wig I sewed myself. The lace, the baby hair was on point. Like, I don't know, maybe God have blessed me with learning like but I learned, and as you guys know, I took the hairdressing education, so I was still learning about hair at that time. But for me, it was super exciting. So when I came to school, I'm like, I did it by myself, and I was so proud. So when I moved to Kristiansand, and I was like in my education, your girl was broke sometimes. So I used to have it as a side hustle to make wigs for people, but it wasn't like so expensive, 1,000 something. But then, like, what I used to do, I used to get the hair from them, sew their wigs from scratch, and then if they wanted to color it, of course I added, because it took my time. And yeah, so I learned, and I built up like a client base. It was so fun, like making wigs for people. It was so exciting. So now I'm just gonna hold the lace down, but yeah, maybe one day, I don't know. But hair, I really enjoy doing hair. So as you guys can see, it looks very natural. You can still see some of the lace popping up, but it's okay. I think I'm gonna cut it a bit more. Yes, I sprayed it down. So now we are on the next stage, and that is baby hair. You can choose not to use baby hair or make baby hair. Me, sometimes I do like having them, but I don't like to have them like very long. I stopped doing that like years ago. For me, it just don't look natural, and my aim is always to have wigs that look so natural people cannot tell. And if you can tell, you are too close in my personal space. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna take a part of the hair. Wow, this wig, absolutely beautiful. And I didn't have to do anything to it. I didn't plug it or anything. So I'm just gonna take my scissors and make baby hairs. Do not, I repeat, do not cut the in front part very short unless you know what you're doing. Do not do that, because that can literally make or break the wig. One on this side. And it is better for you to have longer baby hairs than have very short. So I'm gonna take this side too. And the more you cut the lace, then you have to go and plug it again to make it look natural. So as you guys can tell, you can see my baby hairs. I'll be using my Eco Styling gel, and just like a toothbrush I don't use. And then start, let me zoom in. Take this part, then you swoop it in like this. You take this part, take it out a tad bit, and then you swoop it in. Listen, my baby hairs are never the same. So do not be so hard on yourself. Do you see how natural it looks? And then sometimes I go in with the hair and I just swoop it. Do you see the difference? It's not laying down. There you go. And then I'm gonna take this side. So as you guys see, I'm brushing the hair down to cover the lace. That's why you should not cut off too much of your lace at first. Please do not make that mistake, because then your whole wig is it's hard to fix it. You can go over again and just cut the lace, especially around your ears. It's okay to cut because you want it to stay as flat as possible. So I did wash this hair. It's very curly, as you can tell. But I think I'll be spraying just a little bit of water over it again. But yeah, I go in with the brush, my comb again, pull it in front to hide it. So I'll be going in this brush, my bronzer, and just go over again. Technique. You go in with the same powder that I used previously, and then you want to mark your line. What then? Your part. Many people ask me, how do you have your wig looking so natural? And this is what I do. I don't cut the lace every day, but like after using the wig a couple times, and I can see the laces having a hard time to lay flat, I go in. And you don't need to take it all the way up here. That was a mistake. Perfect. Go close to perfect. So now I'm going in with my mousse. And people in Norway, you can buy this at Normal. You don't need this expensive mousse. And this is to flatten up. Some people like it more like volume, but me, I like to have my part as flat as possible, because I feel like if my part is too up, it makes my head look too big. I have my spray bottle. Just gonna spray the hair. Not too much, a little bit. I need the curls to come back. Come back, please. Come back to me now. There you go. And you guys, look at this hair. It's absolutely beautiful. Look at those curls. Like, I am blessed to have an auntie that sells wigs. Auntie Karen, thank you. Thank you. I know, like, whenever I travel back to see my parents, I know I have to go through my aunt's place. Yeah, and if you don't know, I will be going in with my Shein. But I did a challenge on Instagram where I posted which makeup look I should try, and you guys, you can go on my channel. You guys can see how I got this eye look together. Definitely, if you're gonna try it, do not forget to tag me. But yeah, now I'm going in my oil from Redken. The argan oil, just giving more shine. A girl is about those shines, okay? But yeah, you guys voted purple eye, and it was equal on wet or dry look. So my choice, my last choice was a wet look, but I think I'm having it in between. But yes, as you guys can see, I'm all done. Look at the lace. Where did lace go? Where did I? Oh, no, I'm just being goofy. But yeah, do you see? It looks super natural. Like from far, you don't even see the lace. Closer, you can see a tad bit, but it doesn't matter because it's not your hair. It is not your hair. So, do you guys see? Like it? And if you guys want to see me do more of those content, comment down below, like this video, subscribe, and I will do it. Like, if you guys enjoy watching how I slay wigs, how I refix my wigs, comment down below and I will try my best to film a video for you guys, because I do sew wigs from scratch and I do coloring, I do cutting, I basically do everything because of the education I took. I learned a lot about colors, cutting, makeup. Also, yeah, actually learned about makeup. So